Hey everybody, welcome to class today. Today is going to be about a 35-minute well-rounded morning practice. So we do a few inversions, a few twists, a few gentle back bends, nothing too deep. If you enjoy these classes, please remember to like and subscribe. And if you have any class requests or any suggestions, head over to my Instagram in the show notes below and let me know. We're going to get started today standing at the top of the mat. Starting at the top of your mat in Tadasana, close down through the eyes and take a moment to arrive in your space. And take a nice deep inhale through the nose, draw the shoulders up by the ears. Hold it at the top. And then let it go through the mouth, release the shoulders. One more like that. Inhale, gather any tension in your body. Squeeze the shoulders to the ears. And then as you exhale through the mouth, let all the tension go. Dedicating this next half an hour to yourself. Bringing the hands to heart center, bowing your head, setting your intention. And then blinking the eyes open, inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. As you exhale, side bend towards the left. Take an inhale here, shift the weight into the left foot, and then just cross the right ankle behind the left, deepening the stretch. Take the weight back into the left foot. Step the right foot down, shift the weight to the right foot, keep the side bend, and just start to float the left leg off to the side, working into our balance. And then set the left foot down, inhale through the center, exhale, side bend over to the right. Shift the weight to the right foot as you sweep that left foot, crossing it behind the right ankle. And then step the left foot back next to the right, shift the weight into the left foot as you start to float that right foot straight up to the side. Won't come off very high. And then slowly set that right foot down, inhale through the center, interlace the fingers, send the palms up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, start to circle yourself around over to the right, making a big arch with your arms. Sweep down across the floor, and then as you inhale, sweep all the way up and over to the left. Doing huge, big sunflower circles with your arms. We'll do one more in this direction. And then coming through center, we'll take it over to the other side. So starting to come down to the left and then up and around to the right. One more. Inhale, release the grip of the hands, reach them tall. And then as you exhale, keep the hips facing forward, send the right arm back, the left arm forward. Inhale, bring yourself through center. Exhale, change the direction. One more each side. Inhale, sweep up through center. Surya Namaskar A. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come into a halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank for the first one. Shift forward, lower the knees if you want to, lower all the way to the belly. Inhale, peel the chest up, cobra. Exhale, roll it down. We'll take two more baby cobras. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Tuck under the toes, knees can be up or down as you press the plank. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. take an inhale. And at the bottom of your exhale, step to the front. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sweep the arms, raise all the way up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands. Step, walk or float to Chaturanga. Lower all the way to the belly. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. At the bottom of your exhale, step, walk or float to the top of the mat. Land light. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step, walk or float. All the way to the belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale. Exhale. Step, walk or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. 2 more. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step, walk or float. All the way to the belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Look to the top, step, walk or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. Last one, exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step, walk or float. All the way to the belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, dog. Look to the top, step, walk or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sink the hips. Inhale, chair pose. Shift the weight to the left foot, coming into a single leg chair. Start to send the right leg back. Shift the torso forward as you come into a warrior 3. Keep that left hip hugging in and draw the right hip forward and down slightly so the pelvis is square to the floor, or as square as you can comfortably get it. And then on your inhale, bring the right leg back through single leg chair. Exhale, warrior 3. Inhale, single leg chair. Exhale, warrior 3. Your hands can always be at heart center. Inhale, single leg chair. Exhale, warrior 3. Take 2 more. Try and keep that left knee facing directly forward over your second and third toes. Don't let it swing into the midline. Should feel your glute firing. Warrior 3, and then bring the hands to heart center. Start to fold all the way forward into your standing split. Maybe you keep your hands at heart center. Maybe you bring your hands down to the floor for support. And then you're going to plant your hands, and you're either going to catch a handstand or you're just going to spirit hop to the back of the mat. So either kick up, grab some airtime in a handstand, or just hop that left leg straight to the back of the mat. And we land in a 3-legged dog. Take an inhale. Exhale, step the right leg forward so you're in a low lunge. Fire up through the back leg, up on your fingertips as you reach your chest forward. And plant down through the left hand, sweep that right arm up, coming into your twisted low lunge. You can stay here or turn the right foot out at a 45-degree angle. Maybe spin to the outer edges of both feet, sweeping the right arm back. And if you did that, as you inhale, we're going to lift the hips and sweep the arm to the sky. Exhale, lower the hips, sweep the arm back. Inhale. Exhale, take it down. Just take one more here. And then wherever you are in your twisted lunge or your rotated lunge, we're just going to step that right foot back to meet the left in a side plank. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, sweep that right arm, reach it underneath the left, coming into a twist. 4 more like that. Inhale. Exhale to reach. Inhale. Exhale for 3. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, swing through to plank. Tap right knee, right elbow. Right knee, left elbow. And then shoot that right leg through, coming into a fallen triangle, rotating to the inside edge of the left foot as you sweep that left arm up. And you could stay here, or you could work with bending into both legs, just getting some mobility into the hips. And then plant that left hand, shoot it back, single leg plank, inhale. We're going to do 3 chaturangas, option to drop the knees. Inhale, chaturanga. Exhale, press up. Inhale, chaturanga. Exhale, press up. Last one, inhale, chaturanga. Exhale, press up. This time lower all the way down to the belly. Send the hands back behind you. Backs of the hands down to the mat, feet hips distance apart. And just start by peeling the fronts of the shoulders away from the mat. Feel the lower tips of the shoulder blades draw together. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, peel just the chest off. Think of leading with the sternum. Back of the neck is long. Lower back is long. Stay here, or maybe start to float the legs up. Keep pressing the hands into the floor, but don't let the fronts of the shoulders round in towards the floor. Keep them broad through the collarbones. Keep the legs lifting. Plant the hands underneath the shoulders. Tops of the feet to the floor, your choice. Baby cobra, or bring it into an up dog. The knees lift, sternum reaches forward. And then as you exhale, roll up and over the toes. Look towards the hands. We're going to step, walk, or float to a malasana, feet to the outsides of the hands. And come down into your squat. If you can't come down all the way, feel free to come into a higher malasana. Elbows are resting on the insides of the knees, but use your glutes to draw the knees outwards. And you can feel free to stay here, or you can plant the hands coming into your Kropo Bakasana. Backs of the, or insides of the knees to the backs of the arms. And you can stay in your crow pose, or if tripod headstand is something that you're working towards, slowly lower the crown of the head with control to the floor, and then with the same amount of control start to lift the legs up towards the sky. If you went upside down, bring the knees to the backs of the arms, coming back into your crow pose. And then maybe step, walk, or float it to the back of the mat, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look to the top of the mat, step walk or float to a stand, feet to the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Bend the knees, sink the hips, chair pose, inhale. And then shift the weight to the right leg, coming into the single leg chair on the second side. Start to take the left leg back, shift the torso forward, coming into warrior three, drawing that right hip in and back, the left hip slightly forwards and down. And then as you inhale, come back into your single leg chair. Exhale, warrior three. And you might find, keep going, that one side is harder than the other, and that's totally normal. The main thing that I want you to pay attention to is that that right hip is not popping out to the side and the right knee is not swinging into the midline. That's going to stop you from getting any knee pain, and it's really going to strengthen your glutes, which will really help you in your bent leg standing poses. And we've got one more here. And then hands to heart center, folding forward, coming into your standing split, bringing the hands to the floor if you need to. And then taking the hands to the floor, you're either just going to hop the right leg to the back of the mat, or maybe catch some time in a handstand, or practice a few handstand hops. And then hop that right leg all the way back to the back of the mat, coming into a three-legged dog, inhale. And then exhale, step that left leg forward, coming into your runner's lunge. Strongly lift the back leg as you reach the sternum forward, up on the fingertips. And then plant the right hand, sweep the left arm up, coming into your twisted low lunge. Staying here or turning the left foot out to an angle, rotating to the outside edges of both feet. As you exhale, sweep the left arm back. Inhale, lift the hips, reach the arm forward. Exhale, come back to the neutral hips. Inhale, sweeping forward. Exhale, last one here. Inhale. Exhale, rotate it back down. Oh no, sorry. Plant the right hand, step it back, side plank. How could I forget our side plank? Inhale, sweep the left arm up. And then as you exhale, reach it underneath the right arm. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, take it down. Do 3 more. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, plant it down. Shift to plank, tap left knee, left elbow. Left knee, right elbow. And then shoot that leg through for a fallen triangle. Inhale, sweep the right arm up. And once again, you can stay here or work into bending into the right knee and then the left knee, shifting the hips side to side. One more. And then shift it forward. Take it through to a single leg plank. Option to drop the knees if you need to. Shift forward. Inhale, Chaturanga. Exhale, press up. 2 more. Inhale, Chaturanga. Exhale, press up. Inhale, Chaturanga. Exhale, press up. Inhale, lower all the way to the belly. Untuck the toes. This time, reach the hands forward. You're going to have the palms facing down. Feet hips distance. Feet are going to stay on the floor. Lengthen through the lower back. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, lift the torso up. Take an inhale here, reaching long. And then as you exhale, you're going to lift the feet as you squeeze the elbows to the ribs. Inhale, shoot the arms forward, tap the toes to the floor. Exhale, lift and cactus. Inhale, reach it forward. We're going to do 3 more. And then hold in your cactus. From here, you're going to reach out to a starfish. So bring the feet mat distance apart. The inside edges of the feet are going to rotate towards the floor. So you're in an external rotation. And then you're going to shoot the arms out at a 45-degree angle. From here, you're going to lift everything a little bit higher on your exhale. Inhale, come back to hip and shoulder height. Exhale to lift. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Do 2 more. And then release. Hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes. Knees up or down. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look towards the top of the mat. Step, walk or float through to your Malasana. And this time, come up onto your toes for a balanced Malasana. See if you can release the elbows from the insides of the knees and keep the knees facing in line with your second and third toes. Spine is tall. And then you can stay here or plant your hands coming into your crow pose, Bakasana. And you can stay here, or once again, we've got an opportunity to go upside down in your tripod headstand. Maybe this time you play with taking the legs parallel to the floor and then lifting them up towards the sky. Hinging at the hips, bringing them parallel and taking them back up. If you're with me, we're going to do 3 more. If you went upside down, start to bend the knees, bringing the legs back to the backs of the arms, pressing up back into your crow pose. And then step, walk or float, shoot it back, Chaturanga. Inhale can be up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look to the top of the mat, step, walk or float. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale to fold. Take the peace fingers, hook them around the big toes. Take an inhale to lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Keep the grip around the right big toe. Shift the left hand to the left hip. Weight to the left foot. And then start to come up. Utthita Padangusthasana. Drawing that right shoulder back. The hips are both in a line, even if that means that your right leg is very, very bent. And then keeping the right leg straight or bending the knee, you're going to take the left hand either to the outside of the knee or to the outside of the foot. Take the right arm back, twisting. And then from here, you're going to start to shift the right leg back, the left hand down, coming into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. We're just going to tap the fingers to the floor, and then we're going to come up into a balanced 5-pointed star. So start to bring yourself back up, and keeping that star shape, your right toes are going to hover just above the floor, and then we're going to come back down into our 5-pointed star. So we're kind of doing like a bit of a star teeter-totter seesaw sort of a movement here. Just working on the balance. Trying to go slowly. And we're just going to do one more here. So balance work is also really good for strength and really good for joint stability. So try not to lock out your joints when you're doing your balance work. Try and keep a gentle bend. It really helps to build the proprioception and the awareness in the joint. Come down into your Ardha Chandrasana, take an inhale, and then as you exhale, rotate towards the floor. Bring the right knee to the back of the left for a Shiva squat. Hands can stay on the floor or heart center. Inhale, Warrior 3. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale, Warrior 3. Exhale, Shiva squat. Just one more. Inhale, Warrior 3. Exhale, Shiva squat, and then bring that knee all the way down to the floor. We're coming into Ardha Matsyendrasana. So sit the hips in between the heels. Left arm behind you. Inhale, sweep the right arm up, and then as you exhale, the right arm can either hug the left knee or it can hook to the outside of the elbow, outside of the knee, coming into your twist. Last opportunity for an arm balance here. You can stay in your Ardha Matsyendrasana or hook that right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Plant the hands down to the side of your mat. Use your bottom leg as a bit of a kickstand to start to shift your weight into that right arm, coming into a variation of side crow. You can keep the legs twisted, you can stack the knees, or you can come into Dvipada Kundinasana, straightening both legs out to the side. Wherever you are, cross that right knee back underneath the left, coming back into your Ardha Matsyendrasana. Plant the hands to the top of the mat, standing split, or one last chance on this side for a handstand or a couple of handstand hops. And then when you're ready, slowly lowering down. This time take the palms underneath the soles of the feet. Padahastasana. And then hooking the left big toe with the peace finger. Shift the weight to the right leg. Come all the way up to standing. Utthita Padangustasana. And then taking the right hand either to the outside of the left foot or the outside of the left knee. Take that right hand behind you, coming into a twist. Making sure you're not hiking up through one hip. Thinking of moving the left hip forward to the left rib cage backwards. From here, we're going to come into our teeter-totter movement. So start to take the right hand down towards the floor as if you're moving towards Ardha Chandrasana. And then just as the fingers touch, you're slowly going to stand yourself back up into a 5-pointed star, hopefully without touching that left foot to the floor. And then bring yourself down. So your torso is facing relatively towards the left side of your mat. Feel all the stability that it takes in the ankle, the knee to keep you here. I've had a lot of injuries on this side, so my ankle stability is not very good. And take one more. Keep your breath going, even when it's frustrating. Bring it down to your to your half moon. Rotate to the floor, coming into a Shiva squat. Hands can be on the floor or at heart center. Inhale to warrior 3. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale, warrior 3. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale, warrior 3. Exhale, Shiva squat. Slide that knee all the way down the outside of the right shin, coming into your Ardha Matsyendrasana. Taking the right hand behind you, left arm up, and then twist it towards the right. And again, you have the option to stay here, or we can come into an arm balance, hooking that left elbow to the outside of the right leg. Use the left leg as a bit of a kickstand to shift the weight into the left arm. Options to keep the legs crossed. Maybe you stack the knees. Maybe you stack and extend. And take some time to play, make it yours. And then crossing that left knee back underneath the right. Come back into your twist. And then last burst of heat here. Plant the hands to the front of the mat. Stamp onto the right foot. Coming into your standing splits. Or last time today, maybe playing around with catching a balance in your handstand. Or headstand or Pincha Mayurasana or anything that you want to be working on. And then when you're ready, we're slowly going to lower all the way back down to the floor. Giving the hips a little bit of a wiggle from side to side. And taking the hands off to the side, elbows up towards the sky. Inhale, peel the chest up. Exhale, you're just going to dip that right shoulder towards the floor, stretching out through the front of the shoulder. Inhale through center. Exhale, shift it to the other side. Inhale through center. Exhale, roll it down. Plant the hands, press yourself back to a child's pose. And then you're going to bend at the elbows, bringing the palms together above the head like a little shark fin. You should feel a really nice stretch through the back of the arms. Just letting body know that we're cooling down pretty quickly here. And then from here, you're just going to walk the hands in, cross over the ankles, and come to sit on your behind. Stretch the legs out in front of you, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. And then exhale, start to fold it forward. And then roll yourself up. Bend at the knees. From here, we're going to make our way all the way down onto our backs. We're just going to set up for some bridge breathing. So plant the feet hips distance apart and parallel. They can be turned out slightly if you need. Just make sure your knees point the same direction. As you inhale, you're going to lift the hips, sweep the arms up and overhead. And then as you exhale, roll down the spine, take the arms down. Do about 4 more breaths like this to your own pace. And when you're ready, slowly coming down, coming into our final spinal twist. You can either take the legs to one side and hold it, or you can swivel the knees from side to side. Do what feels best in your body. If you're holding to one side, bring the legs through center and take it over to the other side. And then bringing yourself through center, take any other movements that you need. Feel free to pause the video. Take any other stretches or poses you want. Otherwise, bring the chest up towards the knees. Squeeze around the shins, tightening every muscle in the body. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, release everything long. Coming into Shavasana. Remembering to always take your most comfortable resting position, whatever that looks like for you. And just taking a few minutes here to just let go of control of the breath. Just observe the thoughts without judgment and without attachment. And take some time of gratitude for yourself, for your time, for your body. Please stay here for as long as you have time for today. Today, as you go forward, may you be energized in your thoughts, kind in your words, and loving in your heart. Namaste.